Today I'm recreating Italian Brainrot characters as pancakes, candies, cakes, and other delicious foods, and then turning them into Lego builds to find out which one is better. Okay! So to make first Italian Brainrot, I'm gonna need to take chocolate and give it a bath in boiling water. Now, when it's soft, I can show you what animal I will make out of chocolate, and it will be Tralalelo tralala. I know it's a fish, but today we're gonna make it out of chocolate. So to make it, I'm gonna need a Lego version first, so let's build it out of this shark's body. Tralalero has sneakers, and for those, I'm gonna catch this runner and decapitate his leg. That was easy. Let's put it under the shark. And we're done. This one looks great, but can you eat it? No, not yet at least. That's why we need to pour melted chocolate all over it. Let's have some of that melted chocolate from before. Ooh, satisfying. To cover it all, I'm gonna dip it into a bowl of chocolate. It looks lumpy. It doesn't look as good as I thought. I have a bad feeling about this. Anyways, let's put it into the freezer and take an hour off. Right, it's frozen. Look, it came out amazing. Wow. But wait, I don't think he can see, so for that I'll use marshmallow to make the eyes. I'll add a little eyeball here and there. Now look how these compare. Looks like a real treat. Okay guys, so I just got back to my studio, and I see this. My whole table is covered in these babies of thung sahurs, and looking at them, I realized that they look exactly like those cereal I ate when I was a kid. So let's make him into cereal for breakfast. So I opened my computer and asked AI to make a design for the box, and just in a couple of minutes, I got this. Wow bro gave me a box of Burbaloni cereals. But I was not losing my patience and asked nicely to make a box of cereal with thung sahur on it. No. And after a couple of tries, I got it. Then I printed it, carefully sticked it on a box, and boom, 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 boom. I have an official Sahurix cereal. But before I will pour cereal out, I need to fill a bowl with milk because that's how you prepare cereal. Now we can open the box and pour these delicious Indonesians in. Sahurix, mornings full of wood in your mouth. So next we have Ballerina Cappuccino. Definitely up there as one of the best. We're gonna build her out of Legos first, and every ballerina needs a tutu. I'll build mine from this circle part. Let's add more parts around it. Oh, right, we need legs for her to dance. So I've decided to deliver the legs from this Jax figure by using this axe handle. Chop chop. Alright, he's not gonna need them anytime soon. We place the legs beneath the tutu, make the torso from spare pieces, and put it on top of the tutu. Let's stick in the arms like so. Time for the head, and it's basically a cup of coffee, so I can just take it from my coffee. And face for the finale. We're so done. Cappuccina ballerina in the flesh. Now, I need to make her out of candy, and specifically for it, I bought this candy 3D pen that can print candies. Let's start from the head. Shoot! It stopped working entirely. We're gonna need to come up with something. Oh, I know. I'll grab this candy, and then this candy, and a bunch of more candies to craft her. Let's go and make her. I'll do legs first from this Laffy Taffy candy, which I'm cutting with a Dremel. Smooth operation. Time for tutu. For that, I'll use spaghetti fizz. Time for torso, which I'm making it out of mochi. I'll take a couple pieces and stake them on the toothpick. Let's poke the left arm and then the right arm. Time for cup head, which immediately reminds me of white Reese's cups. I'll stack them like so and stake them on the top of the torso. Whoa, this one looks like a car wreck. Let's help it to become one with this blowtorch. Moahahaha. Now. Boneca Ambala. Oh, is in the house? Well, he will be once we build him. I'll take this frog's head and then I'll build the tire itself. And since it's impossible to recreate this legs from Lego, I will take this Squid Game Barbie doll legs. I'll take my trusty L for the Dremel and cut them off somewhere around here. Left leg, and then the right leg. Then we'll take those legs, slap on some sticky gum, and glue it onto the body. Wow, now that's a looker. Let's reuse Bonica Lego legs. Attach them to the doll, and boom, here is Bonica's sister. For the treat version, I'll use this sugar paste. We'll mold the tire shape, which definitely doesn't look like a dry poop. Get some of that green paste and let's mold the face into something like this, and top it off with the frog head. complete with those sweet, sweet vacant eyes. Can you believe it's edible? Let's give him Lego legs. Let's play a game where we guess which one is a cake. This one or this? You're wrong. It's actually the table under them. Can you believe that? I fooled you so hard. Now, I really want to know if this guy's taste any... Ugh, you. I can't eat this. Tastes like brain rot. Next up is Trallallero Trallalla, and we're making him in Lego. I've built this guy so many times before that I could do it blindfolded. Since he's as flat as a pancake, we did pixel art. Now the best part, we're baking this guy into a pancake. I've got black, gray, blue, and white batter. Each one is in its own little squeeze bottle ready for action. Brace yourself. Let's start with the basic outline. Okay, so far, so good. Oof, I ripped his tail off. This is a mess. Okay, take 2. I will take white and gray batter and do the details now. Let's not forget the sneakers. Now, we wait for it to cook. Few more seconds and it's flippin' time. Boom, we've got him. But how will he taste? Oh, he's into ham more. Fail. These Lego bricks look exactly like real ones, but if you look closely, you will see that they are made out of sugar, which is perfect for our challenge because they are edible. So I bought a lot of them, set a timer for 10 minutes, and challenged myself to turn candies into Italian brain rot animals. First, let's try to build Ballerina Cappuccina. So I took these small candy bricks and made her legs, then her body, and of course, the head, which is shaping to be very blocky. And we're done. Honestly, it looks awful. Next, I tried to build Cappuccino Assassino. He's basically a black and white cup with swords. Anyways, let's build it from the yellows and the blues, and see if it's gonna work. I consider it a failure, and we only have 2 minutes left. Okay, maybe I will succeed with Lirila. He's a green elephant with 2 cactus legs, and luckily I have a lot of green blocks. Let's do his legs, then the body and the head. But compared to Lego, it's still super horrible. Okay, at this point, I was desperate and had only 30 seconds left, so I speed rounded building Bombardiro Crocodiro. And at first it was not looking promising, but when I finally added wing, it actually looks amazing. Okay, so I completed the challenge, but can it fly? Bricks fell on the floor. Oh well, now I don't want to eat it. So for our next creation, let's do Bananini Chimpanzini. We are gonna need a container. Not literally, this glass will do. Let's do the peanut butter sides, you know it baby. Mandatory Nutella scoop. Now the ice baby moment, vanilla of course. Just a couple scoops, I'm not greedy. Finally, the banana split. Literally splitting it in half, and I'm gonna put it on the sides. We need a head now. Let's use this killer whale or panda or maybe this gorilla. Nah, it's way too small. I'll build the monkey's head out of bricks. Let's take this piece here and put it here. No, wait. This piece should go here first. Damn it. Let's pretend it didn't take another hour to figure this out. Let's put it on top of the banana split. Oh, this looks so precious and delicious. I don't think he's too happy about it. Right. The final scoop of vanilla ice cream, and here's our professional taste tester. Sniff, sniff, and a bite. Now that's another winner. Bombardiro Crocodilo, and we're baking him out of a cake. First, we add some flour, milk, a bunch of chocolate, and a secret ingredient. This looks tasty. Lovely smell. Let's get it out. Dude, get out. Why are you not coming out? Yes, we did it. And now a bunch of Lego pieces. Whisk it all together. Look at this texture. Gorgeous. Then I'll pour it all into the baking tray. And we put it into the oven and bake it for 69 minutes at 420 degrees. The cake is done. Wow. Look how round it came out. Let's decorate it with frosting. I have never done anything like this before. Do the sky now with blue batter. And ta-da! That's the most horrible thing ever. Alright, we need to solve this mess with Lego. I've got an idea. Let me grab the Lego pieces that I have put inside. Alright, let's see what we can build from this. I'll take this crocodile body, then let's use these parts for the wings, and I think we're solid. Somehow this redeems the cake, right? Yeah, I think it does. Next, I'm going to tell the life story of Italian Brainrot memes, going all the way back from their birth to their eventual deaths. Bombadiro Crocodilo. But before the war crimes, he was just Crocodilinho. Back then, he lived in a quiet swamp. He was small. One day, his brother, Gusini Bombabini, bombed the home swamp. His wings were made of steel. His eyes were full of war. In the chaos, Crocodilinho lost everything. His family, his dreams. This was the start of the first Croco-Avian War. And so, let's build him out of Lego, with Lego pieces and engines and other stuff. He became Bombardiro, the first amphibious bomber croc. He turned out great, I think. Later, for his crimes against humanity, he was caught and tried. Let's simulate how he dies. Since he was found guilty of all charges, his sentence was being taped to a car tire and driven around the town. Now that the prisoner is secured, let's drive him to his doom. Looks like he's not flying so well. Let's take it off. Ugh, he's now melted to the tire. Here we go. Crocodiro Bombardiro served his sentence. I think we lost a bunch of parts somewhere around the drive. Was this appropriate punishment? Leave a comment below. Let's see what Berber Patapim is up to. Forest footage, big toad, but once he was just Pamino, a regular Italian monkey. He peeled bananas. He was happy until Dr. Robotnik arrived. He wanted a new type of soldier, something wild. He grabbed Pamino by the tail and threw him into the lab. Now let's recreate his experiment in Lego, because for 7 weeks straight, Pamino was stretched, poked, injected with bark fluid and tree DNA. His legs swelled like baguettes, and worst of all, they implanted a sound chip in his brain. Every 2 seconds, burr, 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 over and over. He couldn't sleep, he couldn't think, only burr, burr. Here we go, we've made Berber Patapim. And then one night, he snapped. He kicked the lab door open with one giant foot. The test tube shattered, but Robotnik was ready for this event. And to save his lab, he deployed a mobile flamethrower unit, which is me with a blowtorch, and completely melted down. He's on fire, let's keep going till he's no more. Whoa, this turned into proper fire, let's extinguish it. Looks like he turned to ashes, I approve this message. Glorbo Fruto Drillo, heist mastermind. Before he was known as one, he was just Glorbo, the smooth-talking brother of Bombortro Crocodilo, and when he grew up, he was the Glorbo Fruto Drillo. Let's make him out of Lego. I'll use these spare parts, going to hollow them out, and then shape them onto the croc's body. Surely this will be easy. Guys, you have no clue how long this was to make, and I'm not even finished. I bet my neighbors think I opened a dentist shop. Here's it spinning round. Was it even worth it? I wanted to paint it, but I'm really not gonna. Let's roll with this and say we did it. Glorbo Fruto Drillo. But let's see how he died. At that time, he was still broke, and he hatched a plan. The plan was simple. Get in, take the piggy bank, get out of the Squid Game with the loot. He had an accomplice, Bonica Imbalabu. Everything went smoothly until the betrayal. The guards swarmed them, and Glorbo made one last effort to escape, but was quickly cornered. Bonica ratted him out. Squid Game Doll decided to get rid of him by throwing him straight into a chemical bath, which is pure death. Squid Game Doll pushes him into the acid. He's melting away in the toxic fumes. I believe he's in so much pain. I think he got what he deserved. Oh, now we're doing Trollolero Trollala, a shark with Nike sneakers. But he wasn't always a legend. Back then, he was a poor fish that had no money and no drip. It was helpless and sad until one day his evil cousin Spardficio Battagliero showed up and wanted to feed him for his pet Yarnaby. Let's do his feet now. I'm gonna go haywire and use a bunch of bricks for his mean-looking boots. I'll glue them onto his fins, including the back as well, and we're done! Spardficio Battagliero in the flesh. He approaches the helpless Trollolero Trollala and kicks him to his pet Yarnaby. Oh no! Yarnaby sees him as a bait. Poor Trollolero. He barely survived the event. Trollolero Trollala decided he would train hard and to beat his evil cousin, so he took Nike sneakers to enhance his aerodynamics, and here we go. He looks so awesome. And in return, he became the fastest brain rot animal ever. And now let's see how he died. Poor Trollolero Trollala affiliated himself with the wrong crowd. That is the Crocs and the Second Croco-Avian War. That's why he got caught and will get shot in the back with this Nerf gun. Let's go back to Trollala, who awaits his final judgment. Say goodbye. Boom. He just got obliterated. Now, let's see what Lyra Lee Lorilla is up to. Cactus elephant. But before all that, Lyra Lee was just a lonely cactus elephant. Soon, the Second Croco-Avian War started, and she was forced to leave home because she witnessed her parents burn alive. So she chose the path of justice, which made her wander the dunes for 40 years. Tempted by the devil, she refused the temptation and found her way out by swearing to get revenge on Bombardiro Crocodilo. Let's create this elephant out of Lego. I'll use this figure, then I'll use some Play-Doh. After getting the rough shape, I'll detail the body to resemble the cactus like so. This is what we end up with. Now, let's do the sandals. I'll use this brown Play-Doh and make sure it wraps around the elephant nicely to create the Lyra Lee Lorilla we know today. Looks so awesome. I gotta say, I'm even surprised it came out so good. Let's see how she died. Fueled with revenge, she tracked down Crocodilo Bombardiro, but instead of executing the revenge, she dreamed she got captured and shot in the back. Crocodilo Bombardiro is gonna place her against the wall. Now we're ready to see the execution of this minifigure. This is my trusty pellet gun. I've used it before on Huggy Wuggy. Let's see the war crimes happen before us. I'm gonna load it now, and let's aim the pellet gun to the Lyra Lee Lorilla. Boom, I don't think I got her this time. Let's try again. Boom. What, she's still alive? Let's do that again. Whoa, pieces everywhere. All right. Boom. I think she's invincible.